In this video, we're going to be looking at my repainted and slightly modified Marvel Legends Vulcan. This is a quick little Kitbash repaint I did while I'm working on another project. I like to have these little small projects I'm working on while I'm working on something big. When you're working on something, a big project you put a lot of detail in, you want to have these little small projects. You can do a little bit of paint work while the paint's drying on the other thing so you don't mess your paint up. So I decided to take a crack at fixing up Vulcan. When I got Vulcan out of the packaging, I wasn't real crazy about the colors. The reds, there were like 3 different shades of reds, maybe 4. If you really think about it, it's wasn't real crazy about that, because where this is pinless technology, the joints are made out of harder plastic, and the colors didn't match. So it was like a completely different shade of red from the bicep and the forearm. Same with like on the legs, from the thigh to the lower legs. The knees were very visibly different color. Same with the elbows. And the torso, you had a slightly different shade of red too, because it's another type of plastic. And you got the paint red. So I want to make that look more uniform. So the first step I did was I took them apart, applied a wash, and after the wash dried, I dry brushed 2 shades of red over top of it. I used Tester's Guards Red, and I tried out a new paint I found. Since Tester's no more, I've really been trying to find a good replacement for it. Local Hobby Lobby started carrying the Mr. Hobby acrylics, and they had like a Gundam Red. That Gundam Red was a really nice shade. It was a little brighter than the Guards Red, and kind of matched up closer to the original reds they were using on Vulcan. So I did the wash, I did the dry brushing Guards, then the Gundam Red, Mr. Hobby's Gundam Red. I also used a Tamiya Blue, dry brushed on the chest. Had some missing paint too, like on the edges. You can see the red poking out through the upper body, so I want to take care of that. And I ended up repainting the belt and the boots. I used that marbleized gold plastic, which I can't stand. It's almost got like a translucent feel to it. It's not translucent, but it feels like you can see like through the top layer of the paint or the plastic or something. It's kind of odd looking. So I just did a actual gold paint on the boots and the belt. Repainted the insignia, and I'm sure you're noticing the alternate parts. The local GameStop was running one of those sales where you get 50% off like already clearance items, and they had all the Eternals figures, so I figured I can pick those up for fodder. So I got a Ikaris, and I used for alternate head for Vulcan, and the hands are from the Miles Morales Spider-Man, which they can be shared between the 2 figures. So I like some powered up hands for Vulcan. I did repaint the hair on the Ikaris head because he had that white streak on the front of his head. So I ended up doing leather brown on the hair, then applied a wash. Then I dry brushed a little bit more leather brown over top of that. Same with the original Vulcan head. I did the same. Applied a wash, then dry brushed leather brown over top. I like the end results. It's great shading, nice looking detail to the figure. I fixed up some of the fuzziness too between the blue and the red. This line was really fuzzy on both sides on the front. Nice and clean in the back, but fuzzy on the front. A powered up head like that should have been a must with Vulcan, because we didn't get any power effects for them. That's with the price hike on some of these figures. I don't know why we're not getting power effects. Seems like that should be a given. Anyway, I just want to share this quick little Kitbash custom for Vulcan. He's now ready to go on my display shelf. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time.